an ATV News Break.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Janet Stewart in the ATV News Center with the latest in regional news. Cleanup begins this morning after a large fire in Dartmouth. I'll have details on this story and others in just a moment, but first, here's a look at our regional forecast. There's an area of high pressure building into the region, and that will make for a mostly sunny day in the Maritimes. PEI and Cape Breton will experience a fairly moderate west wind today, but it will still be fairly mild this afternoon, with high temperatures in the region ranging from 11 to 17 degrees. A Dartmouth mall has been destroyed by fire, and dozens of people are jobless this morning. Fire broke out just before midnight last night at the strip mall near the McDonald Bridge in Dartmouth on Wise Road. It engulfed every store in the complex, including a bank and a McDonald's.
It was pretty fast. Like, we just saw smoke and everyone standing in front of the store, and then about 5 minutes later, the windows just went, and it was all over.
What, the windows blew out?
Yeah, it blew out of the laundromat there.
I would say if the fire didn't get at it, the heat would have. There was a time when the radiated heat was very evident 100 feet away. I would say, just guessing, there's nothing salvageable.
The regional fire department had 50 firefighters on the scene, plus scores of police officers. They were there to keep back a growing crowd who came to watch the old mall burn. Officials say the fire worked like an oven. Metal siding on top of the wooden structure kept the fire burning longer inside the structure. An autopsy will be performed today on human remains found yesterday inside a burnt-out car on the Tobique Reserve near Perth Andover, New Brunswick. The RCMP made the discovery. They're trying to identify the body through a dental chart. Charlottetown Mayor Ian Tex MacDonald will carry the Liberal banner into the next provincial election on the island. MacDonald emerged the winner at the Liberals' nominating convention on the new riding of Charlottetown Spring Park last night. He was challenged by Rose Ellen Giz, the wife of popular two-time island premier Joe Giz. But while Rose Ellen won the delegates' hearts with her speech that centered on loyalty to the party and its traditions, MacDonald won their votes.
Rose Ellen got quite an applause after her speech. She got a bigger applause than I got, and that makes one a little bit nervous when you're not getting actually the support of the crowd, but obviously I had the support of the delegates.
No date has been set yet for the election. Premier Callbeck will only say she'll go to the polls before next spring. Hundreds of inshore fishermen have voted to fish illegally if the federal government doesn't distribute quotas more fairly. In a hot-tempered meeting yesterday near Yarmouth, many of the crowd of 300 gave up a day's lobster fishing to insist the Federal Fisheries Department refrain from letting any one group establish its own boat quotas. Fishermen fear Ottawa is about to let about 108 long-line boats have about a third of the fixed-gear sector's quota to buy, sell, or trade among themselves. A third child is claiming he was nearly abducted from the streets of Dartmouth. That follows 2 attempted abductions in that city Friday night. A 10-year-old boy claims a man approached in a car and tried to grab him. The boy's parents allowed us to talk to him yesterday. We've hidden his identity for his own safety.
This car just came by and stopped, and he asked me how to get the Shuby Park, and he told me to get in it. And I said no, and he moved over and tried to grab me, and I just walked back.
Halifax Regional Police confirmed they are investigating the boy's claims. The Cape Breton Regional Hospital should immediately release a report into the cases of 3 patients who committed suicide soon after being released. That ruling comes from Nova Scotia's Freedom of Information Review Officer. Darce Fardy says the case is one of public trust.
So help my God.
Please state and spell your name for the record. A former mine inspector will be facing some tough questions today at the Westray Public Inquiry. Albert MacLean, one of the most anticipated witnesses, will take the stand again today. He is one of 7 Nova Scotia Labour Department officials to testify at this inquiry. MacLean testified for about an hour yesterday before proceedings wrapped up for the day. He spent most of the time outlining his mining experience. Other witnesses, including miners themselves, have blamed department workers for failing to crack down on safety violations at Westray. Well, that's the news for now. We'll have more information coming your way a little later this morning. And, of course, at 1 o'clock, we'll have a full wrap of all the day's news and weather with Steve Murphy and Steve Wiggle. Right now, the weather forecast looks like it's going to be a lovely day. A little bit of cloud in the north, but mainly sunny throughout the Maritimes and quite warm, up to 17 degrees in northern New Brunswick. Enjoy your day.